It's 6 a.m. on a Wednesday. I just crawled out of bed. I probably look like shit. I probably sound even worse. But I'm here to prove a point, and here's the point. Do the hard shit. Do the hard shit, or the hard shit is gonna start doing you. You don't actively choose hardships in life, to a certain extent. You're gonna start getting fucked. If you don't choose to diet properly, if you don't choose to exercise accordingly, if you don't choose to take care of yourself and do the things that don't provide you dopamine instantly, you're gonna get fucked. Now, in my last video, we mentioned stuff like alcohol and casual sex and stuff like that. And I just want to touch back on that. Those are just easy ways out. Those are easy ways to feel something, you know? Nobody likes waking up super early. Nobody likes studying. I mean, I'm kind of a freak. I kind of like it. But that was built over a really long time of constantly doing it until the point where it's kind of like, okay, like this is bearable now. But doing hard shit is actually what gets you places in life. Nobody ever got anywhere by just staying in their room playing video games all day. People felt a burning desire to do something, to shake the universe, to make a change. And, they do it. All these company owners, it starts with desire. They desire to make a dent in the universe. I really like that phrase, make a dent in the universe. And through their burning desire, they did the hard work to achieve that burning desire. And then they imposed their will upon the world. This channel is very special to me. I'm a big brother. I'm the oldest of six, and I didn't have anybody. I didn't have a big brother. I didn't have anyone to teach me any lessons. I had to learn all these lessons myself. And I turned to like red pill content. I watched a lot of Hamza growing up, the guy who was like Adonis. And man, I really did look up to him, and I think I still look up to him. But I realized that even he doesn't have all the answers. There are things that he talks about that I don't necessarily agree with. So, what now? I don't really feel like I resonate with all of his message, but I resonate with some of it. And then I realized I have to come up with my own philosophies. I can't be Hamza. I'll never be Hamza. I'll only ever be me. I'll only ever be Lewis or Fresky. So, from that, I started to devise my own philosophy. I did the hard things. I read books. Um, you know, I forced myself to have better habits. I tried to purposely fix my mind or at least have a functional mindset. And here I am now. I feel as if I have a mindset that is, I can be a functional adult. Like if I was just plopped into adult life and like I'd be good. And just let's talk about a little more about doing the hard things, like, studying for your test. Like, um, well, I always say this in like every video, but talk to that girl. That's a hard thing. I had an interesting conversation yesterday with one of my female friends, and we were talking about like the way that men approach her. And she was talking about like, oh, getting DMs from men. And I was like, isn't that like not courageous? DMing a woman is not courageous. There are no consequences that you're proceeding despite. When you go up to a girl in person and you leave yourself vulnerable to rejection, that's brave. That's commendable. That's respectable. You're brave. However, when you just cold approach a girl via DMs, there's no character in that. It's just so easy to turn you down because there's nothing remarkable about that approach. However, you know, if you just grab your nuts and go up to her and you're like, "I have desire for you. I want you." That's respectable. And that's a trait. That bravery is a trait that attracts girls as well, like being able to kind of like be brave and do those hard things, it all starts with you approaching her. That's like the start of some of an attractive pattern of behaviors. I talked to my girlfriend when I met her. She was talking about Game of Thrones, and I just jumped into the conversation, started talking to her. I did DM her, but that was after she got a feel for me, and I didn't have access to her. So it's not like I just cold approached her via the DMs, and I just fucking shot my shot, because you're just shooting, bro. You're just shooting from half court. That's not hard, man. Shooting from half court is just a stupid shot, not a hard shot. You don't want to take stupid shots. You want to make those hard ones. But yeah, I hope I proved some sort of a point, because I purposely chose to just record this as soon as I woke up at 6 a.m. on a Wednesday to show you guys that doing the hard things is possible.